we have a two-tier economy. There is one which is absolutely rich. They are traveling, they are living a glamorous lifestyle, they're going to all these high-end restaurants, because you also see high-end restaurants are booming everywhere, high-end lounges are booming everywhere. They are wearing your designer clothes. So you have that one crowd. The rest of it, there is so much of suffering, so much of suffering.
Yeah.
Please allow me to make my point to finish. The tax burden on the common man, the honest citizen, it is unbelievable. I have never in the history, at least in my...
tax burden ki to mat baat kar. What is the common
man?
man?
May I make my point? Can I just make my point, please? Just allow me to make my point.
क्या तो गलत point ना make करना.
फिर आप ही बोल दो. I'm just allowing me to finish now.
Let it finish.
It's a
Tax burden.
Tax has come down, Tehseen.
Tax has not come down.
Yeah, so if you are getting a salary of 1 lakh of rupees, you are tax free.
So you think it's not true? The old regime had less taxes. No, you guys have got it wrong. But allow me to that now, and I don't want to go into the details. That the new regime is draconian to the point. Here, these your sponsors. Ask them. You ask your sponsors the amount of tax harassment they will face. I'm telling you. Do you know?
Is it less or more than before? That's all I want to know. Because yes, people are suffering.
But
are they suffering less or more?
The suffering today has increased much more.
India में 5,000 साल से है.
If that is the answer, then I
Such a Bharat Bhushan type.
Honestly, yaar.
I remember once. Sorry, can I just say this?
This has ended the discussion for.
This uncle is
I
the
can't
reason
take
we
it.
don't. This uncle is the reason we don't have a national security.
मतलब ये खत्म कर दी, डिस्कशन खत्म कर दी यार. इसमें क्या बोलूं मैं?
At ORF,
4 पॉइंट से भूल गया मैं.
At ORF, I started this thing on a new national security law. So Samir had recommended call all these people. We called one former, I'm not going to name the person, but one huge grandee who's considered a doyen of Indian security studies. And he starts off, he's the first speaker, he starts off, see, our religion was passed down by word of mouth. The Mahabharata, the Gita, the Vedas were passed down by word of mouth. Why do we need a written national security doctrine?
He said it.
For 5,000, much bigger than him, not physically, but
another well-rounded personality.
Allegedly in stature, the doyen of Indian security studies, this was his answer.
That we don't need a written.
This is how the entire session. So after that one session, I went and told Samir, इसको cancel कर दो. I don't want to run this program anymore.
नहीं, पर इसमें अब देखो, मैं वो लाना चाहता हूँ, ये जो डॉयंस की बात कर रहे हो, अब हर जगह नंदन नीलेकनी घुसा रहे हैं. Obviously, he is a well accomplished guy. 2 महीने पहले, I think if I'm not mistaken, he wrote कि India doesn't need a AI, sovereign AI.
Yeah.
I was shocked. And you know, Nandan is not he's not a fool by any stretch.
Yeah, he's not.
What possessed him to write that? Can I just come back on the statistics?
Okay.
Since 2020 to 21, sharp down because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
22 gradual recovery, 23 strong recovery, 24 surge, 25 continued expansion, 6.6% more than the previous year.
GDP, no?
No, outbound travel from this country.
Yes, but what is the percent?
Maybe I am in the wrong company
No, so he's right on
Smita
that.
Prakash, istefa do! ANI, Azad!
You are in the wrong company.
No,
except for me.
He's right on this. But it's again that small clique. The rest of the people, there is a lot of issues.
Yeah,
the
33 million is small click तेरे लिए.
नहीं, look. अब ये भी मैं बात
तो आंखें देखो.
If 33 million is a small click, then I am thin.
Most of them are.
I self-identify as Lara
as though
Datta.
India is like, all land of milk and honey. No.
True, it's not.
There are a lot of problems at lower levels. And if you are earning a certain amount of money, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 bucks, and you are living in a big city, you have 2 kids, you have to go to school, you have to go to office. Yeah. It's a very, very expensive living. I agree with that. But again, please look at it from a different angle. Now you can look at it from this angle, which I've told you, and the other angle is, and yet there are people who have more material possessions today than their parents ever had. Yeah. There are people who have probably much better lifestyles than what their parents had. It becomes difficult to maintain a certain lifestyle. It is expensive, and yet people are doing it. So
now let me disagree with that on one line. Just one line. And
this is despite
just one line. Every middle class Indian is one hospitalization away from bankruptcy. One hospitalization.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है.
And just
true.
hear.
You're talking about the vulnerability rate wrong.
No.
not true,
It
yaar.
is
Let's
one
talk about
massive
data.
hospitalization. Boss, and I'm telling you, you may have more possessions, but your personal debt has also gone up.
Boss, again,
at the end
let
of
me
the
tell you
day,
on that-
at the end of the day, the quality of government services, government
So,
schools,
let me
government
tell you
hospitals have
something.
not gone up.
Yes.
You have
You
to go
realize
to a
you're both
private
agreeing
hospital.
on this?
No, but on
Ex-
what I disagree with you.
He's
There are
agreeing.
many,
I'm
there
a
are
good
many
convinced.
significant reforms, Tehseen, you have to acknowledge. So let me give you an example. And because I buy my medicines from that Jan Aushadhi Kendra, right? These are non-branded kind of meds. They are 1/10 the price of normal meds and just as good. 1/10. One second, just listen. Now, people need to start using those facilities which have been given for people of the BPL category and even slightly above. There is that entire what do you call that? Ayushman.
It's that's
यार,
such
it's
a
not-
bad.
अब तुम
मेरा गनमैन को पूछो उसके पिताजी
मेरे
के लिए.
gunman
सुनो
को
सुनो
पूछो,
सुनो
मेरे
सुनो.
gunman को पूछो.
अरे सुनो यार.
हालत बहुत खराब है इस देश में.
सुनो. Listen to
walked
me.
into it.
Listen. No, I didn't. उसके पिताजी को हार्ट का प्रॉब्लम था. आयुष्मान स्मिथ 3 months.
Yeah, ये anecdotal reference.
Anecdotal नहीं. This.
Hello.
Show me a
I
good
will
hospital.
give Can I just give a
मेरे को चांस ही नहीं मिल रहा.
1 second? I put my finger up first. Not
Finger को
just
क्या है?
one.
हम तेरी finger को नहीं, we don't take it seriously.
This is
Fingers being shoved
Can
is
I
not a
just
good
say,
thing.
Yeah.
There is a certain junior engineer in Maharashtra whose household income is 65,000 rupees.
अब
He
बच्चा
has been
विदेश में
he
पढ़ता
has
है.
been able to build a 3-story house which is quite posh by it is almost DLF standard house with marble floors.
Junior engineer
He
है
is-
यार, तो अब क्या और बोलने की
junior
जरूरत है?
engineer, just household income is 65,000. Able to build a 3-story house. Able to send
That
his
is his
kid,
official income.
Okay. Able to send his kid abroad for an education. Is even able to get a collateral loan on the house to pay for the education loan.
You're still not getting
saying it's
where
not
he's going,
How are
right?
you saying life is not good?
I was about to say that is his name on my phone?
No, forget it. अच्छा, what was your point?
Yeah.
हाँ.
अब हमने
The
तेरा
first
देखा-
name is on your
We
phone.
haven't checked your address.
The last
Phone
name may not
करता
be
है.
on the
Is
phone.
his first name on my phone?
The first name with a different spelling is on your phone, but
Okay,
not the last name.
spelling.
हाँ, it is. Okay.
अच्छा, मैं
Your
कुछ कह
point
रहा था यार.
was. हाँ.
इतनी इंटरप्शन है. ये लोकसभा है क्या?
हाँ.
अब बोलना चुप हैं.
है ठीक है. मैं क्या
आधे से ज्यादा
एक्चुअली भूल
कर रहे
गया. हाँ, मैं प्रोटेस्ट कर रहा हूँ यार.
बेचारा
Where is the well? I want to rush to the well.
बता.
मुझे चांस ही नहीं मिल रहा.
अच्छा,
बोलने
बोले. Do you remember what you were going to say?
का. Yes, I've just.
Okay,
said
हाँ,
that.
बोलो.
एक तो तहसीन से my good friend मेरे भाई. Please don't come with anecdotal.
It's not anecdotal.
I gave data.
अभी-
Abhijit
अभी-
gave you the data.
अभी
You were
Google
wrong.
कर लो.
हाँ.
There is data here to prove. Look, the fact of the matter is, are Indians better off over the last 10 years than what they were before? Let's go by data. The answer is yes.
No.
बस
Yes, they are.
फिर वही बात हो गई यार.
यार, poverty levels have come down.
मतलब
Yes,
there
poverty
are
level.
things to
Poverty
calculate
is
this.
eliminated.
I'm not saying poverty is eliminated.
हाँ.
Poverty levels have come down.
बस
But the
मैं कह रहा
middle
हूँ
class is screwed in this country and screwed
Listen, it is
worse
not-
than what it was
see, there are
before.
two things.
मिडिल
There is a
क्लास
poverty level.
is the
That
middle
is a
class being.
vulnerability
अब देखो
level.
चांस दो मुझे प्लीज.
Please.
स्मिता.
There are two
Madam
things.
Speaker.
Poverty level and vulnerability
Okay,
level.
let him just
Both
complete.
have come down.
मैडम स्पीकर.
हाँ, आप बोलो. Please
बैठ
बोलो.
जाइए, बैठा हुआ ऑलरेडी.
बोलिए.
Yes. Perhaps the
खड़े हो
most.
जाना सीट पे.
हाँ, perhaps the most attractive speaker of the house that we've ever had in independent India.
Thank you.
Compliment दीजिए, ठीक है आप.
बोलिए.
यार अब देखो इतना कुछ बोल रहा था.
बोलो, poverty levels have come
क्या बोल
down.
रहा था ये?
Data, anecdotal
middle
data.
class.
Middle class.
कह रहा था is the middle class being screwed? The middle class has always been screwed. Are they, sorry to use this terminology, are they being screwed less than what they were? The answer is yes.
Much more than what they were.
अरे
Much more than what they
क्या
were.
बात कर रहा
There
है
is double taxation, triple taxation that's gone up. So when your direct tax numbers have, please allow me, while your direct tax numbers have come down and you say, okay, the tax rate has come down, what has happened in India is double taxation, triple taxation for double tax. For everything, to buy a house, for that one property you pay
अबे
tax.
पहले नहीं तू टैक्स दे रहा था घर पे.
Pehle, more things have been put in the tax bracket, including with GST. You are
यार,
paying
तू
much
कैसे-
more taxes.
No,
What
Yes.
actually,
No,
you are
actually
paying-
no. The data
Can I
that the
tell you,
government
under
is
the new
exactly
scheme, my
like
taxes have reduced very significantly.
बस
direct taxes.
Direct, but indirect,
यार,
I don't
indirect
feel the
taxes
pinch
मेरी
that
बात
much.
सुन. What are indirect taxes?
indirect भी कम हुए भाई.
Indirect taxes is what GST.
हाँ,
And
कम
you-
हुआ है.
GST
On
rates have
everything you're
fallen.
paying more.
हाँ?
On everything you're paying more.
कैसी बात कर रहा है?
They reduced.
अरे
Okay,
यार,
let's once again.
sorry, this
Ask the
is-
viewers.
नहीं.
Didn't they last year they reduced GST rates? They got the GST rates down. Has prices come down on any item? As prices come down. अरे the end consumer कैसे? On what?
ignorant बात कर रहा है.
कैसे?
There is something. There is a certain amount of inflation. This thing which will come in if your rupee has, for example, fallen, and there are imported inputs coming in. Some prices are going to go up. Now, the same Apple computer which was for about $90,000 is today for $130,000 because chip prices have gone up. Apple has raised its prices. अब तो बोल के middle class की लग गई है because Apple has.
No, 1 second. See, before the Iran war started, right? We were buying oil $55 a barrel. ठीक है? Now we are buying $110 a barrel. थोड़ा अब कम हो गया because
78.
Obviously, logic tells you if it is almost double, then inflation will go up. Inflation was the lowest ever
And
on
इन्होंने बचा के
record.
रखा हुआ है अभी oil price.
0.53% हो गया था.
नहीं.
Tehseen, please.
When oil was at -30 a barrel, they increased prices to protect us from this sort of inflation.
Is that
which
the
they
point?
Refused, 1 second, which they refused to do and protect us. So first they lied. Now when it's come down to
They
70,
didn't lie.
1 second.
They
Today when it's
mocked
down
those
to
हाँ.
today
यार,
when you're
toilets
saying-
कहाँ से बन रहे हैं
when you
भाई?
compare 1 second, when you're comparing
जन औषधि
110,
कहाँ से
when
आ
you're
रही है?
comparing
Welfare
110,
schemes.
when you're comparing 110, taking the prices up, today when it's come down to 78, why the prices not come down? Therefore, being
Because
inflation?
then if the prices come down ना, then you will say toilets क्यों नहीं बन रहे? Then you will
अरे
say जन
I'm saying
औषधि.
what about ये क्या what about you?
What
We are
is it
talking
what about
prices.
it?
Toilet की बात ही नहीं कर रहे.
Public spending कहाँ से आएगी भाई?
What public spending are you seeing? The middle class is one hospitalization away from bankruptcy.
middle class
Period.
मिडिल क्लास की तो
कहाँ
middle class क्यों
पब्लिक
होती है?
रोड्स देखो,
Middle
हाईवेज
class
देखो,
तो दोनों तरफ से सैलरी
हाईवेज
होती है।
देखो, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट देखो, क्या है?
Are you middle
What is
class?
the
Are you middle
pollution
class?
देखो,
Are you middle class?
pollution देखो.
Are you middle class?
I am absolute middle class.
मतलब इससे बड़ा झूठ तो भाई राहुल गांधी ने भी नहीं बोला.
I am upper lower class because I'm a very poor Brahmin.
You like
As
to be
you
upper?
all know, I go begging for my daily meal.
Frugal lunch.
The frugal
Frugal
lunch.
lunch.
Now, my
Is Smita middle class?
Yeah.
पागल हो गया है क्या?
How is it like I'm in the middle class
मतलब क्या?
category?
my
We get
Smita owns Emporio.
since we got his
Middle class mentality मार
since we
जाता
got
है
his
मतलब
His gun-
एडिट करो उसको, एडिट करो. वो part edit करना है, edit करना है, वो नहीं.
हंसी आ रही है लोगों को जब
एडिट करो, एडिट करो.
ये जो
उसको.
middle
my
class
my
mentality
पिटाई
है,
होगी तुम्हारी.
my
हाँ,
transportation executive
बोलो.
Sachin, you
Meaning
you all met
driver.
Sachin. My transportation executive
हाँ, it's like saying my staff.
my transportation executive Sachin, he had a drinking problem before. He ended up ruining his whatever. He needed to have some whatever. Now he had to go. So I asked our GP, you know, कि कितना लगेगा? He gave me a bill of 6 lakhs at the hospital
Yeah.
that we go to. And I was like, then I, found out at AIMS. Do you know how much the entire procedure, including hospitalization, came to at AIMS? Yes.
How many aims are made in India?
Including the
20,000.
the
Excuse
recovery,
me,
everything.
there are more aims today than they were when your Chacha ji
One
was
second,
there.
one
I
second.
of course agree
How
with
much
you.
did it come to
Exactly.
total?
But how many have come to
80,000.
बहुत हो गया यार कि aims नहीं बने, aims नहीं बने.
80,000. And boss, AIMS is the best. It is better. I mean, given a choice between any hospital names, I will choose AIMS.
So
Delhi.
I'll give you another example. Okay.
Good example.
And because we're all talking anecdotal, my transportation
एक तो
executive.
do you buy your skincare from Jan Aushadhi?
क्या बात है, जन औषधि स्किन केयर.
हाँ,
मेरा natural है. Natural. My aura is
Literally
natural.
बोला है भाई जन औषधि
अच्छा,
में
सुन.
skincare
Which
खरीदा.
fungus are you using?
I don't use
Your
any
transportation
fungus.
executive.
हाँ, so his wife had cancer. He had some health insurance. The health insurance lasted up to a point. And then he was going to go into that debt. Why? Because he was going to, I don't want to name the hospital, but he was going to a private hospital. And I told him, are you out of your mind? Why don't you go to a government hospital? So he went to Safdarjung. That same one-day regimen, which would normally cost 80,000 bucks in a private hospital, was costing him about 6,000 or 7,000 bucks in Safdarjung. Now, yes, Safdarjung does not have the swankiness.
Yes.
But
of
it's a
private
maze to
hospital.
get anything done
But
in a government
listen,
hospital.
the doctors are very good.
Agreed.
The nurses are very good.
They're amazing.
All the treatment is given
I've
out
written
there.
on this.
Yes, you have to stand in line. But try going to a private hospital without knowing doctors, you will still have to stand
My
in a
brother
line.